Hi guys, my name is Anton Humala, and in this video I want to tell you about an interesting experience I had with my vintage Helios lens and with my new Sony a7s Mark II. As you probably know, there is a certain trend and fashion nowadays that is to put vintage old film camera lenses onto modern digital camera bodies, and what it does for you, basically it takes away this video look from your footage and it makes it look more like it was shot on film camera. And of course plugins like Film Convert and different LUTs helps a great deal in this. And since I have an old film camera, so I decided to join the fashion and use its lens. And I took this combo on a holiday trip, and later in this video I'll show you some footage that I shot with it so far. I've got here a nice vintage Helios 50mm f2.0 lens with an old-fashioned M42 mount. There are 3 rings here, a nice wide stroke stiff focus ring, the minimal focus distance 0.5 meters, aperture ring which allows you to open your lens up to let's say f2.0 and close it down to f16, and a nice third ring. What it does for you, it allows you to focus while staying wide open, and if you want to close your aperture, you can close it while you start shooting. What is more important in practical use is that the third ring enables you to change your aperture smoothly while shooting, which could provide a cheap equivalent to those pricey cinema lenses. You can set your aperture to a maximum value of f16 and manipulate your aperture smoothly and without hard stops while shooting. To put this lens on my Sony a7s, I have to use an adapter, and since I tend to use Canon lenses, I purchased Fujimi M42 to EOS. It's simply a piece of metal, even without any contacts, but this lens is fully manual, you don't need them. It's made of chrome plating brass, I believe. So you put your lens with M42 mount here, and then you put it on your Sony a7s. Okay, here we are. To tell you the truth, I really fall in love with this combo camera and this lens. It's pretty light, it doesn't call any attention to itself because it looks like point and shoot camera, but what is even more important is that this lens has its own character. It reproduces colors much differently than, let's say, my Canon lenses. A little bit of warning, yes, of course, it's far from being universal lens. It's a little bit soft on the edges of the frame. It's vignetting a lot. And of course, I can't recommend this lens for shooting, commercials or stock footage when you have to deliver this polished look. But as I mentioned above, this lens will definitely find its place in my toolkit, because I think it's ideal for short films, for highly stylized travel videos and that kind of footage. As I promised, in a few seconds you will see some test shots I've done so far with this camera and the lens. I had a limited amount of time, so my goal was to make as different shots as I could. So some of them have been taken with different frame rates in HD or 4K downscale to HD. Most of them were done shooting in Cine for gamma and still for color mode in a camera, but I also done some shots with S-Log and S-Gamut, S-Log 2, which is not easy because on a bright sunny day you have to use your varying D, which is impractical with this lens, and I found myself holding it with my left hand in front of the lens. It's not very practical. Okay, now I'm leaving you with test shots. Thanks for watching. Of course, as always, I'll be happy to hear from you, comment, share. Maybe you had this similar experience with a vintage lens. And until next time, thank you, bye.